Hi, Nathan. Okay. I don't know. Everything went to hell. That echoing was bad. Oh. See, the only thing I have on right now is the computer. Don's not on. He's in bed. No, you're not. Okay. Everybody's coming back. Right. Practice makes perfect. Thank you, Anita. Thanks for coming back, Jason. I don't even know if I want to start trying again. I don't have anything on around here. My radio ain't on. See my cute little radio? It's a Bluetooth cassette player. Aw, thank you, Anita. Yeah, you have to show support to some channels, yeah. Mellow yellow. I still have my other one. Right, Justin. Thank you. Well, we tried. Yep, we tried. Oh, she ain't modded? Oh, no. I thought she was. Hold on, I gotta get to her. There's round two. Mm. Hello, Vince. Been a long time. Been a real long time since I seen you. Where'd he go? Oh, there. Been a real long. What'd you do? Change your name? You look like you added on. Yeah, I know they do. I gotta hack it first. There's several ways to hack it, and we don't know which way we want to go yet. I want to cut the wire because if we want to go back to the radio, we can put the wires back together. Is Belinda modded now? Belinda, are you modded? Are you Blue Girl? I will get it hacked. You are too, Blue. You're welcome, wifey. Be true, Blue Moo. I know. How'd you do yours? Yeah, and I got some new cards coming too. Let's see. Oh, shit. I haven't done these ones in a long time. I haven't done these ones in a long time. Do these, do a spirit box. Okay, George, I will. Maybe I'll just go buy one already hacked. Well, Don has stuff he can probably connect the wires because he's got a lot of electrician tools and stuff we can use. Hi, Corel. How are you, sweetie? You better get down, Krug. Yeah. That's good. You ready? Is everybody ready for Christmas? I'm almost done. I think I am done shopping. I gotta get a few more things for me. Maybe I'll get Dawn some small stuff. Oh, okay, that's what I did here. I just went live with StreamYards. I didn't even open YouTube up. Yeah. I'll try again another day. I tried now, but I probably have to start another goddamn stream. Yippers. I don't see no other devices on around me. Everything's off. Except for the tower thing. This thing here. This is on. But that's just they're keychains. And my phone I put here right now. I can just shut that thing off. Okay, I see what you mean. What the hell is this out for? Okay. I'll have to try it again sometime. I'm kind of afraid to do it right now. Let's see. Did Anita leave us? Did George leave us? Why is that way over there? Oh. That's why. Well. Okay. Oh, you're here? Okay. Oh, I was going to get those. I'll be right back. What? Who? I'm not giving you any treats. Okay, here's this one. Here's a Christmas one. It's got snowflakes all over her and snowflake wings. Then we have these three lit up the K2 meter. Yeah, those are my new ones. I thought they were all beautiful. Oh, really, Justin? No, I never seen Splash. Thank you, Corel. So, what does everybody want for Christmas? I want peace and quiet. No, I don't have Disney. I don't have cable. Weedy, what are you doing? Might have to take her dress off because she's got like a rusty stain right here. No. Oh, you want to win the jackpot? Yep. Okay. And you want family and good health for everyone. Well, everybody, please pray for Dawn. I want peace around the world and you want a foot massager. Peace. I would like all the countries to get along together. You know what I mean? Oh boy. We might have some trolls coming in, so keep your eyes open. You ever try going on eBay? Try this place. Won't give it. eBay has some cheap cards. I get mine through eBay mostly. Hi, David. In this place. I just bought some through. Yeah, and through this place too. They got cheap cards too. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do once I started buying little things to, for like these. I bought these for like take one off and make like a bundle thing for people to win. Yeah, I went in there and got stuff for prizes too. In that Temu, that's where I've been going a lot. I got a whole bunch of stuff coming from there. I'm waiting for it. Should be here any day. What is my favorite Christmas memories? Walking out in the woods, snow up to my chest, with my father and my sister to get a Christmas tree. My dad would climb a big, humongous big tree and cut the top out of it and come down and we take it home, drag it home. Those are memories. We didn't take the tractor or anything like that. We walked to get our Christmas trees. We had fun. That's a good memory there. Another memories are having my grandparents over on Christmas, or going to my grandma's for Christmas. I remember going over to grandma's, going over there for the Christmas parties over at grandma's. We had a lot of fun. One year we didn't go because we started out and we had this one hill. The hill's like there's a bend on the hill. Well, we started going up really good. Then we had trouble. The front end of our truck just whipped right around. It was pointing back down the hill, so we went home. That was scary. Yep, I remember the black and white TVs. Hey, David, I learned how to do get people up on the panel. I could do it now. When I got my first place, I had a black and white TV. That was my first TV. It was a black and white one. Kind of wish I had that one yet. That was a good TV. Belinda. Yep. Belinda. Belinda's a hoot. Oh, excuse me. Wifey is a hoot. I'm so proud of myself, but we had a lot of echoing. We had to shut it down. I lost my stream and everything, but everybody, I can hear everybody. They just go get going up. Yep, for sure, Belinda. Wifey. I gotta get used to calling you wifey again. Yep. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna learn next. Nope, it didn't work too well today. One of these days, Justin, we'll get it all fixed up again where you can get back up here. Anita had to teach you. I think Anita's afraid to teach me. I get frustrated, but that's how I learn. I gotta be hands on to learn. I can't sit back and just watch everybody. I gotta be up there doing it. I don't want to do Nightbot. I don't even want to learn it. I'm gonna try when I go to start doing my shirts. When I do Teespring, I want to do a where there's a cowgirl sitting on a cow. There's a cow there and a girl sitting on it. You have 45 followers? Wow. You'll get more. You're just starting out, Justin. Wifey says you had to teach her how to do stuff. Not StreamYard, but other things with a computer. And how to behave. Yeah, I gotta learn how to make those. I'm already following you, Justin. I already got you, honey. I already have you. I'm pretty sure I have you. Yeah, I do have you. I'm going to learn how to do banners. I got to think of something for like how J-Mac has the wee woos. I want to think of something for this to make it more fun. I was thinking about moo-moos, but everybody will think we're calling each other cows. I didn't time David out. I didn't time him out. David's block. Oh, Jesus. I don't remember blocking David. Oh, my God, he is. I don't have him blocked. I didn't block him. It says block user, but I didn't block him. What the hell? Yeah, I know, but who did it? I didn't do it. No, I unhit him. I didn't do it. Oh, he's timed out. Huh. I didn't do it. I didn't time him out. I don't know what happened. Probably a troll or something come in. I didn't do it. I see what it says, but I didn't touch it. My mouse is over there. My phone's back here. I don't know if I have any. Let's drink a little. I gotta call the drugstore tomorrow. What do I have any in here? Symbicort, inhaler, another inhaler, bottle of pills, secondary allergy medication, more allergy medication, trazodone. I'll have to take these ones tonight because I don't. Okay, David's back. I didn't time you out. I don't know what happened. Welcome back. If I did do it, I'm sorry, but I don't remember doing it. I usually don't time people out. I didn't take his wrench either. Oh my God, where's his wrench? Now, how did he lose his wrench? I did. David, say something. Hurry up. All right. Wow. Are you blue? Who? Yep, you're blue. Okay. I'm happy. Belinda happy? Yeah, but I don't know what happened. I don't remember taking your wrench. Is this David or is it someone else? Oh, it's good. Yep, you're right. Oh. Ouch. You guys want to see something painful? Oops. See pain? In this hand? My thumb? Trying to get where you guys can see it. And this thumb. No, it's not burns. It's oh geez, what is it? Psoriasis? I break out with oh, they crack and stuff, but it's called psoriasis. Sometimes my whole hand looks like that. Uh oh, George got eyeballs again. Yay! First time on my channel. Yep, both of them. Last night they were throbbing. I was in a lot of pain last night. Okay, what do you guys want to do? No, no, Justin. Not like dry skin. I gotta check something out. I'm getting pissed. Oh. Now what's George doing? Oh, I can use a few of those. You ready for summertime? Oh, I'm ready for at least spring. No one wants to talk. You guys got a subject you guys want to talk about? Let me see what we could do. Summing pots. See how long this story is. One. I'm gonna read you for you guys. That can't be that long. No, I don't watch that stuff. Oh, okay. I don't do that stuff. We can't do trivia questions now. Okay. Well, we'll read a story. Okay, this one's here. Ghost of Brinkley College. Okay, George, thanks for stopping in. Take care and stay safe. 5th Street today is dreary industrial area of South Memphis. This happened in Tennessee. We're doing Tennessee state now. This happened in Tennessee. Hemmed in by dialect, warehouses, and railroad tracks. But in 1871, DeSoto Street, as it was then called, was a prime residential district, lined with grand homes and shaded by stately trees. On one side of the road, guarded by a high iron gate, stood the old Davy Place, a two-story mansion with 6 massive Ionic columns stretching across the front. Oh, you're buffering. After the Civil War, it was converted to the Brinkley Female College, a boarding school for some 50 pupils of varying ages. Because of its gloomy settings, standing alone on a slight hill within a dark grove of old trees. Or perhaps the tales that an old man Brinkley had gone bankrupt, then insane after founding the college. The place had a reputation for being haunted, a reputation that seemingly without basis until February 21, 1871. On that Tuesday afternoon, Clara Robertson, the 13-year-old daughter of a respected Memphis attorney, was practicing her piano lesson in the long hallway on the second floor of the college. As she sat alone before the piano, she noticed a little girl ascended the stairs at the end of the dark hall, then paused at the landing. Clara thought nothing of it until the figure turned toward her, when to her horror she said, I saw it was not a living thing. As reported over the following days in Memphis Avalanche newspaper, Clara said the specter was a girl about 8 years of age with sunken, lusterless eyes and strikingly emaciated features. Its teeth protruded from a fleshless mouth, and the hair was deep black, loose and flowing. I lost myself again. The object was virtually a skeleton in appearance, clad in a dingy and tattered dress of faded pink, which was partly covered with a greenish and slimy mold. At first paralyzed with fear, the young girl ran screaming into an adjoining bedroom and jumped into bed with a sick girl there. The ghost silently followed her and moved to the bed, where it placed a decaying hand upon the pillow by Clara's head, and gently tugged at the poor girl's hair. Unable to speak, her face jammed to the pillow, Clara couldn't do anything but feebly wave the ghost away with her hand. After a few unbearable minutes, the apparition, you know the word, finally backed away from the bed and left the room, leaving the two girls cowering under the blankets. When she finally recovered her wits, Clara rushed downstairs breathlessly, told her fellow students what she had encountered. According to the newspaper, her excited tale was met with belief, disbelief, and ridicule. Even the college was haunted. Her friend admitted everyone said it was by the ghost of old Mr. Brinkley, not by a little girl dressed in pink, and certainly not during the day. Clara told reporters she began to suspect it was just a trick of her imagination after all. The next morning, she was again practicing her piano in the upstairs music room, this time accompanied by two other students. All three were suddenly surprised by a strange sound they described later, as if someone was dashing water to the floor. Turning toward the noise, they discovered the ghostly little girl in the gloomy of the hallway behind them. Let's see who's in here. Hey, country boy, how are you? Been a long time. Wow. Clara reported she could see the shriveled creature very clearly. The other girls' bed they could distinguish only a shadow outlined of something, but something that was moving toward them. The three girls fled downstairs shrieking and bumped into one of the college instructors, Miss Jackie Boone. After calming the frightened students, she demanded that they take her back upstairs so she could see the strange figure for herself, no doubt thinking, a ghost indeed. What nonsense! Unfortunately for the skeptical instructor, the little girl was still there, this time in full view of all. Gathering her courage, Clara cautiously demanded what the ghost wanted of them. Pointing at a ghastly finger out the window at the ground below, and the creature murmured, 5 feet under a stump near this house are some valuables that you should have. Now pointing to Clara. With that, the image simply faded away. Miss Boone confessed that she could hear only a vague rumbling sound, but the girls told reporters they could hear the words clearly. Since there were more witnesses to the sighting, doubts of Clara's honesty and sanity beginning to fade. After hearing of this latest incident, her father came to the school, concerned that some person there was playing a cruel joke on his daughter. The school principal, identified in the newspaper only as Mr. Meredith, was likewise concerned, but for his own reasons. Joke or not, a ghostly haunting his college and scaring the daylights out of students could ruin him. What proper Memphis family would send their innocent daughter to be trained in such an establishment? The next morning, the principal gathered the instructors and pupils in the hallway and sent Clara out into the yard where he questioned them. As she slowly walked around the old tree behind the school, the specter suddenly materialized in front of her. Less than a few steps away, Clara opened her mouth to scream, but the creature silenced her by raising its hand and pleading, "Don't be afraid, Clara. My name is Lizzie Davy. I will not harm you." According to Clara, the ghostly child related that the old college property had once belonged to her father, and the Brinkley family never had any legal rights to it. Buried beneath this was a large glass jar containing the true deed to the land, as well as a small fortune in coins and jewelry. After relaying a final warning that Clara must find her jar herself, the ghost vanished. Old timers recall that the mansion housing the college had been built by the Davies family before the Civil War, and that one of the little Davy girls, a beautiful child with long dark hair, had died in the house. Some who attended the child's funeral remember that she was buried in a pink dress pink slippers, and a singular thing since it was usually the custom then to shroud dead children in white. News of the latest visitation and the possible buried treasure quickly spread throughout Memphis. Headlines roared. Brinkley's female college haunted and in an uproar of terror and confusion, singular and thrilling revelations. The Avalanche called it, perhaps prematurely, the most remarkable ghost story on record. At the same time, however, the newspapers wisely sent an unidentified reporter to cross-examine Clara and investigate the strange matter a little more closely In an instruction to the interview, which spread across 6 columns, the Avalanche noted the reporter looked closely for wildness and of expression about the eyes and apparently wandering of the mind. I tried to stagger her with questions, but saw an excited nothing to cast a shadow of a doubt upon her beliefs of what she stated. A paper figure warned its readers, those whose are weak, or those whose intellect are not as strong as the girls of 13, are cautious not to read the interview. Clara repeated to the reporter all that had occurred, although she was unable to offer any explanations. Reporter: do you believe there are such things as spirits? Clara: yes, sir, for I have seen one. Reporter: whose? Clara: Lizzie is a spirit. Reporter: how do you know? Clara: she told me, and I have seen her. Reporter: have you seen other spirits? Clara: I have not. Reporter: you never believed in spirits before? Clara: no, sir, but I'm sure I do now. During the interview, the reporter even tried to trick the little girl by asking, were you and Lizzie fond of each other when little children? Clara: I never knew her. Reporter: why then has she haunted you? Clara: I'm sure I can't tell. The reporter next concern was beleaguered school principal, who took the decidedly different stance. Mr. Meredith admitted in the Avalanche that up to now there was not a better student in the school than Clara, but the whole affair was rather sad. When he, Meredith, had no doubt that she was honest in her statement, it was his firm belief that the alleged visitation was simply a hallucination arising from the aberration of the mind. In short, the principal rather bluntly concluded, the girl has no doubt gone crazy. That was obviously only one good way to prove Clara, and for that matter, the ghost, Lizzie. Right or wrong, something must dig for the treasure. Someone must dig for the treasure. On Saturday night, March 4th, Mr. Robertson and a handful of strong men carried shovels and picks to the college grounds, and by torchlight began slowly to turn up the ground by the stump where Lizzie had pointed. Their attempts of secrecy were futile, however. Now I gotta find my spot. Word immediately swept through the neighborhood that they're digging up the treasure. And within hours, the dusty road in front of the college was packed with thousands of curious citizens. The hard work took hours, and by early morning, the big stuff was finally pulled free. But there was nothing under it but dirt. Still, they kept digging 5 feet down. The ghost had said it had been a long, cold night, and as dawn began to break, much of the crowd, initially curious, turned to ridicule. Yeah. Then one of the shovels crunched against something hard. "It's the treasure!" Bystanders shouted. People rushed toward the hole. No, only some old bricks that formed some of a curious arch along buried in the ground. From the dwindled crowd came muttering, "Give up the quest." The girl was obviously a liar. Meanwhile, Clara had been carefully secluded at her home, several blocks from the college. Early that morning, she was walking restlessly in her backyard, waiting for some news from the diggers. When the ghost made yet another appearance, this time Clara was frightened. The creature chided Clara for not yet uncovering the treasure. When the girl protested that the others were searching for it, even if they spoke, the ghost responded, "Then you must go and search for it yourself." Clara rushed next door and told the neighbors this latest information. After a hasty consultation, they decided that, despite her father's orders to stay home, she should go to the college after all. The girls here, the girl who saw the ghost. The noisy crowd thronged around Clara for a closer look, and it took considerably shoving and tugging to pull her to the edge of the excavation. Nothing but an open pit. A small pile of bricks showed as the fruits of all night labor. The newspaper reported that Claire grabbed a spade, clambered down into the pit, and began to dig feverishly. After turning out a few spadefuls of earth, she cried out, I can see the jar." A gasp arose from the crowd. Clara bent down to scoop up another shovelful and fainted dead away from excitement, and no jar in sight. She was carried to the porch of the college, where she soon was revived, but her father feared she was too weak to dig further. In all this confusion, Clara's father decided to hold a brief seance on the porch, using the service of the medium who was present at the digging. The avalanche identified her only as Mrs. North. Mrs. North immediately contacted Lizzie. The ghost pressed Clara to continue her search. Clara wept that she could not. Could her father dig for her? Lizzie hesitated, then said that Mr. Robertson could finish the work. But then the ghost added a curious stipulation. If he uncovers anything, 60 days must pass before the jar could be opened. After Mr. Robertson, assisted by other diggers, carefully beginning to chip away at the remainder of the bricks that laid exposed in the bottom of the pit. After an hour more of the work, they managed to open a hole in the bricks, and lying within was a glass jar. The treasure was soon pulled free, handed up out of the pit. It was 5-gallon mason jar, covered with dirt and mold. But through the sides, everyone could see several large bags and packages, one large yellow envelope. the missing deed to the Davies property. Clara and the ghost seemed had told the truth after all, and the Avalanche related the event on a page, one story the following day. Uh-oh, I left myself again. Excitement throughout the city, especially the part of it in the which the college is situated, is at the highest pitch imaginable. Yesterday and the day before, the place was visited by thousands of persons of all ages, sexes, and conditions, many of whom sought out, interviewed little Clara Robertson, the object of the alleged on-earth visitation. So great has been the rush that Mr. Meredith was compelled yesterday to solicit and aid the police in keeping back the crowd of the curious from the college grounds. And at an early hour, the entrance was placed under guard. Mr. Robertson carried the elusive prize home with him. Clara, it was reported in the newspaper interview, was relieved by the discovery. Felt the strange affair was probably over at last. Reporter, how did you feel about your pa gave you the jar? I felt really glad. Reporter, because you felt rich? Clara, no, because I felt Lizzie and I were out of trouble. In an editorial, the Avalanche tried to convey a sense of the entire city fascination. All day long and all through the night, the ghost was talked of whatever one chanced to go, and ghost with a spoon in it was his favorite beverage in every bar room. Groups discussed the marvelous occurrence at almost every corner of the street. And various were the theories suggested and the wonderful experiences related. The next day, Mr. Robertson announced that he would satisfy the public curiosity in full view of all. At the end of the 60 days waited period requested by Lizzie, both he and Clara would open the big jar on the stage of the city's opera house. There would be a $1 admission fee, a rather hefty sum in those days, with half the proceedings going to Clara to compensate her for her ordeal. Mr. Robertson said he planned to donate the remainder to the City Episcopal Church home for orphans. At least that was the intention. The good bishop there quickly declined the offer. He would have nothing to do, he said, with ghost money. 60 days, a dreadfully long time to wait for a solution to the mystery. As it turned out, the strange affair came to a sudden and dramatic end. A few days after the discovery, on a dark night in March, Mr. Robinson heard voices in the backyard of his home and went to investigate. He didn't return. A servant seen him, sent after him, found the poor man lying insensible in the yard with a deep gash across his head and bruises across his throat. Luckily, he was not critically wounded, and by the time the doctors arrived, he had regained his sense. Robertson later told reporters that 4 ruffians had seized him in the yard and forced him to confess the hiding place of the jar. Of all places, he had concealed it under the seat of the outhouse. dangling from a rope. After nabbing the treasure, one of the thieves grabbed him by the neck and struck him over the head with a knife, knocking him out. The treasure was gone, and no trace of it ever surfaced again. The missing deed, if indeed it was inside the envelope in the jar, was never used as Lizzie had intended, and the other object in the jar would remain unknown. There is no record, unfortunately, of what became of Clara, her father, and others involved in the incident. Perhaps, after all, the excitement died away. She returned to college and tried to lead a normal life. No doubt, Mr. Meredith was relieved that his school no longer had a pink specter haunting it. And as for Lizzie, if she didn't appear again, Noah, certainly not Clara, ever mentioned it. The college itself went through hard times in later years after the school closed early in this century. The old house became a tenement for railroad workers, and other homes along the street came down one by one as the neighborhood slowly declined. For years, the old place stood alone on the street as a faded specter itself, a gray ghost of a bygone age, until it was finally torn down in 1972. I wonder what the next one is. All right, who's all here? Everybody left? Revero. Okay. I knew you'd be here because you like the stories. Down there's kind of weird. What do you want? Get up here. Lay down. Yeah, I see that. It says 6. Rock-a-bye kitty on the treetop. Kitty, go to sleep. Country boy's here. Yay! You want to see everybody? Say hi. David's here. So, what do you guys want to do now? No cat. I gotta do pills tomorrow. Yeah. I'm doing tight. Rock-a-bye kitty. I'm gonna get a paddle for you. Yeah. You want a paddle? Yeah, give you a paddle. No. 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 You're a weirdo. You are a weirdo. You are a weirdo. You are. Why don't you go over here? No one's gonna talk? I ain't talking to you. Lost it. Do whatever you want. Well, I want to do what you guys want. This channel just ain't mine, it's ours. Hello. How are you? Check him out. That's what I'm going to do. Good morning. It's good night here. Get off me. That's a big channel? Wow. Wow. So what do you do? Okay. Dang. What do we call you? Call you GR? That's good. What country are you from? I don't know how many more I need. I still need 5 more. 5 more to hit 1100. Then I'm going to have to get Indian host. Oh. So you're from India? Oh. Well, where she went. This is Miss Crook. Come on, look at people. This is Miss Crook. Yeah, she's kind of ornery tonight. Be nice. Yeah, that's here too. That's right, you are from Tennessee. And the story I just read, it's about Tennessee. That place was in Tennessee. That book I read is called, where'd it go? Phantom Army of the Civil War and Other Southern Ghost Stories. And next state we're going to do is Texas. We're almost done with that book. And the next book you're in Connecticut? Let me see if there was I think there was a Connecticut. I know you love stories. Nope, no Connecticut. Make sure you share me out. Let's get some people in here. Hi. You guys remember how she dug and scratched me up? Remember how mean she was to me when she was a kitten? Greenville, Tennessee. There's the Battle of the... I'll have to look that one up. If anything ever happened to Dawn, I'm moving to West Virginia. My family's not going to know. What? You a bad girl? Yeah? You mama's girl? Are you? Weedy. I'm gonna get them. I'm getting these guys Christmas presents. Red's already got his. He got a new harness and 2 leashes. I think I got one from Scotland, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Gettysburg, Highfields. I got some. See this here book? I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna record it though. I'm not gonna do it live. I'm gonna record this one because the stories in this book is so long. It's gonna take me a couple hours probably to read it. It's that long, and so I decided I'm gonna record this one and post it. Oh, where your house is. Hey, Belinda, have you heard from Cindy? Southern, what was it? Southern Belle? I haven't seen her around. She quit YouTube? Oh, okay, that's right. Not something. I told her I didn't like the name. She came to my channel. We had that big thingy jigger. Cause you and Mike were giving me problems at the time, so I blocked Mike, and she had a fit about it, and she went and had a hissy. That's what that was all about. That's why she hated me. That is, you can get that book on eBay. Let me see something. I do have a true ghost story book someplace. These are short stories. Shorts, you know. Here, I'll read you a couple. Ooh. Wonderful Sausage is the name of this one. One dark, rainy Saturday afternoon, a fat and jolly butcher named Samuel Blunt had an argument over money with his wife Eloise. Blunt lost his temper and killed Eloise. Then he ground her up into sausage meat and buried her bones under a big flat rock in the backyard. To keep the murder a secret, he told everyone that she had moved away. Blunt mixed his new sausage meat with pork, then seasoned it with salt and pepper, add some sage and thyme, and a bit of garlic. To give it a special flavor, he smoked it in his smokehouse for a while. He called it Blunt Special Sausage. There was such a demand for his new sausage that Blunt bought the best hogs he could find and start raising his own pork. He also kept a sharp lookout for humans who might make a tasty sausage meat. One day, a nice plump schoolteacher came into his shop. Blunt grabbed her and ground her up. Another time, Blunt's dentist came in. He was a little round man, and into the grinder he went. Then, one by one, the children in the neighborhood began to disappear. And so did their kittens and puppies. But no one ever dreamed that Blunt the butcher had anything to do with it. Things went on their way for years. Things went on that way for years. Then one day, Blunt made a big mistake. A fat boy came into the butcher shop. Blunt grabbed him and started to drag him off to the sausage grinder. But the boy broke loose, ran out of the shop, and Blunt chased after him, waving a big butcher knife. When people saw this, they realized at once what had become of all the missing children and grown-ups and kittens and puppies. An angry crowd gathered at the butcher shop. No one knows for sure just what happened to Blunt that day. Some say he was fed to his hogs. Others say he was fed to his sausage grinder, but he was never seen again, and neither was his wonderful sausage meat. That reminds me of a movie I watched. That was gross. Belinda, that was gross. Yeah, yuck. I mean, these are short stories. Next one's called Cat's Paw. Someone was stealing the meat Jed Smith kept in his smokehouse. Every day a ham or some bacon or something else was missing. Finally, Jed decided he had to put a stop to it. One night he hid in the smokehouse with his rifle and waited for the thief. He didn't have long to wait, for soon a black she-cat slunk in. She was the biggest cat Jed had ever seen. When she jumped up, pulled down the ham hanging from the ceiling, Jed grabbed his rifle and turned on the lights, but instead of running away, the cat jumped on him. He fired and shot off one of her paws. All right, country boy, thanks for stopping in. Make sure you smash my thumb before you leave and share my channel out. Jed was sure he heard the woman scream right after his gun went off. The cat began tearing around the room, spitting and yowling. Then she ran up the chimney and was gone. Jed stared at the cat's paw. Only it wasn't a cat's paw anymore. A woman's foot lay wriggling on the floor, all shot up and bloody. So it's a witch that's been doing it, he told himself. Just then, one of Jed's neighbors, a fellow named Bertie, came racing down the road to get a doctor. His wife's foot had been shot in an accident, he told Jed. She's bleeding pretty bad, he says. The doctor got to her barely in time. People who were there when it happened said that she was spitting and yowling just like a cat. These little campfires. Oh, this ain't the campfire one. Here's the voice. Ellen had just fallen asleep when she heard a strange voice. Ellen, it whispered. I am coming up the stairs. I am on the first step. Now I'm on the second step. Ellen got scared and called her parents, but they didn't hear her, and they didn't come. Then the voice whispered, Ellen, I'm on the top step. Now I'm in the hallway. Now I'm outside your room. Then it whispered, I'm standing right next to your bed. And then, I've got you. Ellen screamed and the voice stopped. Her dad rushed into the room and turned on the lights. Somebody's in here, Ellen says. They looked and looked. Nobody was there. We'll finish this one up, then we'll start a new book. Finish this one up, then we'll start a new book. So, oh, they found that little boy. That little boy Quentin. The mother did it. Oh, she's in trouble. Little boy is from Georgia. Yep. It's a shame. If they don't, they got a place where they could take them. You can take them to the fire hall, give them up, or you can take them to the hospitals or a church. Not kill them. It's sad. If somebody knocked at my door and said, take my kid, raise him, what would be the first thing I'd do? Get the little boy in here, lock my door, and call the cops. That's what I would do. Wow. Another YouTuber killed someone. Well, I guess I'm gonna get off here. There ain't much going on. You guys all take care. And please stay safe. Love ya. I might go on later, but I ain't sure. You, Belinda? Good night, David. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, I'll watch for you. Good night, wifey. See you next time. And thank you for stopping in. Maybe tomorrow night we'll try it again. A panel. Get some people up there. If I'm up at 3 o'clock, I might do a 3 o'clock stream. And do a spirit box. I'll talk to you guys all next time. Love yous. All right, I'm usually up too. I usually don't go to bed about 4:30 lately. Okay, love you.